So classic me decided to have a lot of awkward moments in my life. And I was just like, hey, you know what would be good with these moments? Talking about them in a video, because apparently people watch these and then make fun of me for doing it. And you know what I would tell those people is that you're watching these, so what's your life, you know? Not what's my life. That's just a little paid advertisement. I didn't get paid for that. So anyway, I was on the bus today, coming home from All You Can Eat Sushi, as you can tell, because I literally can't move. It was supposed to be a productive day, and that didn't happen. So I get on the bus, I'm sitting, don't have headphones in because my headphones are broken. This guy gets on the bus, and to be fair, I'm probably staring at him. Not because of anything other than the fact that I'm pretty sure I know him. Pretty sure. And so, you know how you have to kind of stare at that person for just way too long, and then they look at you and you try and look away, but they probably caught you. It was one of those situations, for sure. So he comes up. That had to have been the situation, because he ends up coming up and sitting next to me on a completely empty bus. And says, hey. And so I assumed in that moment that he knew who I was and simultaneously remembered who he was. So my response is like, hey, Steve. He sits down his bag and looks over at me with a how do you know who I am kind of face. And then says, how do you know who I am? And I was like, true. Well, you're Sean's friend and you're in a photo at his house. There's no way I could have been creepier about that. No way. So mentioned that there was a photo of him at my friend Sean's house, which, to be fair, from my point of view, I had once pointed out, and I think I told this to Steve on the bus, but I don't think that I really got the point across, because the photo was of Sean and all of his friends who I know, and when I was then looking at this photo, I said, hey, I think I know that guy. How do you know that guy? There's a fun situation about me, is that everybody thinks I know everyone, and whether or not that's actually true, times like this really don't help my case. So I say, I know that guy. How do you know that guy? Oh, that's Steve. He's been one of my best friends since I was basically born. Oh, he went to my high school. Yeah, I did. Oh, well, that's weird that you're friends with him because he went to my high school, and I just assumed that you wouldn't know anybody who I went to high school with. And also, I'm pretty sure he's younger than me. Sean's older than me. There was ambiguity there. So anyway, so it was, in my life, it was a very obvious moment that kind of, it clarified to me who Steve was. Whether or not I knew who his actual name was before then, don't think I did. But I recognized his face. So now that we're sitting on the bus, kind of going to flash forward to that, and I'm saying, hey, Steve. Steve's probably like, I've never seen you before in my life, because while there is probably a picture of me at Sean's house, I'm not in a group of people. There's no reason that normal people just look at photos of people who they don't know, because that would be even weirder than this situation. And so Steve now thinks I'm crazy, but we did have a pretty extensive conversation about sushi in the gym, because he was going to the gym and I had just come from sushi. So classic awkward conversation. Think it ended on a high note. He's probably not going to be adding me on Facebook anytime soon, though. Whatever.